Welcome back. Today is day 2 working with Linda on all of her chatbots and automation. And today we're going to be building out direct messages in mass proportion. So Linda will be able to send mass DMs to her followers, offering her something of value, and at the end of the day, starting that fantastic conversations. So let's get started.
Okay, so Linda, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. This is session number 2. We're going to get some exciting stuff. I prepared really, really awesome questions for you, where we create a quiz and for your audience, also using keywords. So I think that's going to be a very awesome pre-qualifying sequence in the chatbot. I really took the I would say common questions. I went further to using AI and I used ChatGPT for it. And I reworked it a little bit, but I think it's going to be fantastic. And it's not cliche questions, which I hate, and it makes my eye twitch every time I hear them. But definitely we're going to do that. And we're going to start sending DM messages to your audience as well. So there are 2 things that we are going to be doing. So let's get started.
Okay.
All right. So, and we're going to pick the ones that you like. So, okay. So, if your dream home had a theme, what would it be? And we can give them a little
I like it.
Answers. Okay.
I like that.
If your ideal neighborhood could have one unique feature, what would it be? And you sort of give them an answer to that.
Nice.
Imagine you could have one out of the box feature in your future home. What would it be? And give them answer. What's your favorite room in the house?
I love that one. That's a great one. Yeah.
Yes. Having these questions, the reason why it's important is, again, we're stepping away from cliche and we're asking people to really imagine. So when you're asking more creative questions, people are starting to sort of, this is what I'm looking for, right?
So they want to tell their story.
Yeah. So they're actually starting to, maybe on the first question, be like, what is she asking? But on once they go through this and it's sort of a quiz type of format, then they really say, this is, and they're sort of imagining their dream home and they're giving you more of an honest answers, but more or less, the purpose of this is, number one, they are connecting with you. They're giving more of an honest opinion, and you're really, you're standing out from everybody else. Okay.
Right.
Because standard questions would be,
how many bedrooms?
What type of property are you interested in? What is your budget? What's your preferred location? Are you looking for property to buy, rent, or both? Right? Like these are the cliche questions. It's like it's in my head. It's right away shaping that realtor, right? Like,
And also, it sounds like it sounds more like it's a bot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Exactly.
But when you're creative a little bit, you are more of a, you sort of have a personality. Even though it's a bot doing this, it brings across person. And I've never seen any of these questions being asked.
No, me neither.
Super cool.
You're genius.
You know what I thought? You know what I think we need to, because I wanted to do these questions with you. I wanted to do the sequence, and I'm thinking, I was dreading this cliche questions. So I said, you know what, we need to come up with something different for you.
Because like you say, the objective is to connect. And then once you connect, then you can go into those budget, whatever, but you want them to connect.
Yes. How did you find, by the way, the whole setup with the keywords? Was it easy?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we'll have to double check that I did it right, but I'm pretty sure I did. I mean,
okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
But you might not get reactions right away because it's such a new thing and people are so not used to it yet.
Yes.
But I'm seeing the more I've been watching one account where this lady started using it and she wasn't, and I was watching her comments. Like I went back to when she first started using it. There wasn't a lot of like, there was no comments, and now I'm seeing like, holy cow, there's a lot of
Really?
comments happening. Yeah, but it took some time for people to really get into it. I mean, when I posted the first time, I posted a stories and a post with my keywords, I got zero reactions, right?
Right. Right.
Obviously, people couldn't understand what am I, why, how, what, and where, right? And
Yes.
then I've noticed that the more times I do it, the more comments I get, right? So, and especially not just on my post, but on the stories. I get a lot of reactions on stories now,
Okay.
and that's when people, but again, it took me like quite a few times to post about it that people started reacting to it. Right.
Right.
So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
more
Makes sense.
consistent basis, absolutely. So definitely keep at it, but as you saw that it wasn't that hard to set up. The other sequence that we're going to set up, it's a little bit more complicated, but again, we have the questions ready.
Yeah.
So we did that part 100%. All right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to go to a website called Prospects, PECTSS.com.
Okay.
Yes. Sign up for free.
Okay.
So what it is, this is going to be a little bit of an extension to your Google Chrome. So what this is a program that allows you to send messages to your followers. So get into the PM. Yes.
Okay.
You do have a free account for now. You don't have a lot of followers, so you can stick with a free account for now and see how it works for you. If you find it's really super for you, then you can definitely upgrade to a paid plan. I believe that all you do is buy credits, and it's not very expensive. It runs in the background, so you can always get with it and start working with this. So definitely this is another form of automation and another form of connecting with your audience. So now we authenticate your account on Prospects, and now you're able to start sending messages. You are in a free account, so you have a few credits that you can use. So the way that you're going to do it, and the way, and this extension really runs in the background all the time. So you have a few options here. So the one that we're going to be using is obviously followers of a profile.
Yeah.
Which is your profile.
Okay. Yep.
So it will always run in the background, right? The way that it is with Prospects, and what I like about it is it doesn't send out 1,000 or whatever. You have 3,900 followers. It doesn't send 3,900 emails or messages.
Yeah.
Because if that happens, your account will quickly get blocked. Like honestly, because spam, and that's it. So what it is, it's pretty much sending a couple of messages every 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
So it has a breather in between, so it looks like you are manually sending these messages, so there are no alarms raised, and it sort of does it without you being present there, right? So it determines how it's sending out messages. Okay,
that's amazing.
So we're gonna click next.
Okay.
And what I want you to do here is this is how you will craft out your messages. So you're able to create about 3, sometimes even more messages, 4 or 5. And in order to make it easier for you, use ChatGPT for this. That's it.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yep. So it's sending 2 messages. So it sends one message, it's going to take a breather, it's going to send the second message, it's going to take a breather. So you can now close this and just let it run.
Wow. So I can just close it in the background. It'll be.
Well, yeah, all you have to do is find that arrow, that purple arrow. Yeah, that's it. And now it runs in the background.
So that's always going to be there on my Instagram now.
Well, that message will run until it finish running, but because it's taking
The arrow
breather in between the messages,
right.
obviously, you don't need to monitor it. You just set it up. We did one message for all, but we need 3 different messages in reality. But again, we're
Right.
testing these things out. So you can, come once in a while and check how the progress is going. Obviously, but we want to make sure that your account is healthy and it's not being shadow banned. So that's why we use this automating processes to interact and now with your followers. And now your followers will be getting this in their DMs.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the reason that we should have 3 separate messages is to see which one performs the best, right?
Absolutely. Yes,
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, do you think people can be skeptical when they receive a DM because they might ignore it only because they might think it's not you?
Okay, so number one, every DM that is sent for the first time goes into requests. Okay, so people do visit their request. I clear out my request all the time. They will be seeing that, well, number one, it's coming from you. It's coming from your page. It's not some imaginary thing.
Right.
So as you have seen before, even in your DMs, there's this people trying to sell
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
followers and things like that. But it's coming from some weird account with no picture. This is coming from you. Number one, you are doing it in a right approach.
Yeah.
And again, we don't get a lot of DMs to begin with, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So people will check it. We put all the right and I would say reaction information right at the top.
Right.
So our message is not long. So number one, there's really no spam on direct messages, but it will go into requested ones. So there, when a person reads it, your follower, they can accept it into primary so that you can start sending them and you will go right
Right.
away into their account, or they can block you.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
either or.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you.
So in the next session, we will watch out for that big sequence with all the creative question that we started discussing a little bit today, and we will show you how to potentially create that sequence with keywords that you can also use in ads. And at the end of the day, you're pre-qualifying your leads in a creative and sort of out of the box way.